Hello, welcome to the sports segment of Midday Live. My name is Nana Kwekwe. Today is a somber and a solemn day in the lives of fans of this country, people who support our clubs in this country. And this morning, we commemorated the 13th edition of the May 9th disaster, which happened some years back in 2001, where we lost over 120 lives were lost in Accra Sports Stadium. It was commemorated today. Let's see how it went.
As we commemorate this May 9th incident, we must remember that almost all the stadium disasters that have occurred throughout the world were as a result of crowd hooliganism, bad match officiating, unprofessional crowd control by peace officers, poor security management, and lack of safety controls in the various stadia. We must therefore guard against any action or inaction that can lead to these disasters in the country. My humble plea to the supporters' unions is to educate their members not to resort to violence and wanton destruction of properties when they are in disagreement, but follow laid down procedures for arbitration and redress.
So that was the commemoration today, this morning, at the Accra Sports Stadium. And you heard the minister cautioning the fans. But beyond that, what are the issues? What happens to the families of those who lost their lives? In the studio with me is Ilyas Abubakari, Kotoko fan, who was there that day, actually, in 2001 at Accra Sports Stadium, as well as Osman Kasim Awal, is a Heart of Oak fan, was there to support Accra Heart of Oak. Gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Every year we go through this commemoration. I spoke to some of you there, and you seem not to be so excited about the way things are going after 13 years. What is your take on that?
Yeah, thank you very much. It's very true. Since 13 years today, ever since the May 9 occurred, it's a tragedy. Chapter O has been the forefront. Every year we celebrate it. Every year we commemorate it. We used to do it with Herbert Mensah. He used to support the bereaved families with certain, sometimes with little cash and stuffs. But since about 2 years ago, he has taken the whole thing to Kumasi. So he does it in Kumasi. But Chapter O, we have not stopped doing it. What I think it is not right is that both teams, both Hearts and Kotoko, have done little. For me, I think they've even done nothing to support this, to commemorate this event. It is an event that occurred between these two clubs on May 9, 2001. So if this didn't happen, after the investigation, the Okujato report that came indicate that the club should every year should make sure that they play a commemoration match between both teams. it was done once. It was even only the Hearts supporters that did, Hearts and Kotoko supporters organized that and they do it. Now, if this thing is happening and the club is not doing it, for me, I think they have failed as far as this May night celebration is concerned.
You think? I'll ask you the same question. What he's saying, you think both Hearts and Kotoko over the years have not really done anything? I mean, authorities leading the clubs have not really done anything for to commemorate the people who died. You think the same way?
Yeah, I think the same way, Kuku. Because looking at between Hearts and Kotoko, that this tragedy happens, and as you said, for the past 13 years now, Hearts and Kotoko have neglected management of both teams, and directors have neglected that there is nothing that has happened. And looking at this instance in Liverpool, they celebrate it in Liverpool whenever they remember theirs. And you can see the whole English Premiership also team up with them to celebrate it and make it a nice way.
So they come together.
Come together. Why can't we do it here? And also, second, I'm disappointed in the FA for leaving everything to the ministry for them to take in charge of this, because the FA are organizing our league, and Kotoko and Hearts are also members of the athlete members of the Ghana Football Association. So Hearts and Kotoko together with the FA have to package this thing so that they do it in a professional way.
And that hasn't been done. But aside the commemoration, funds, you heard the minister say it was cautioning you to be careful when you go to. Have we learned anything? Funds?
Yeah, for me, I think the fans of the Premier League has learned a lot from May 9. Over the years, I think some few years or months back, there were some packets of incidents that's correspondingly they were duly punished by the FA. So I think with that thing has made the supporters to learn a lot from the May 9. What happened at the May 9 for me?
You were there. You saw your brothers.
Yeah, you know, it was just after the match we were celebrating, and all of a sudden, that tragedy really happened. I mean, the way it happened was something that is beyond thinking, it's beyond imagination, because within just a short time, 126 people died. You understand? So it tells you that the way and manner that incident happened. Anytime we think about it, like I rightly said, Chapter O, we will never forget this incident.
You never forget this incident, but most of your people, I mean, in Nima, the community in Nima, you lost a lot of people. I was there yesterday, and I saw some of the families. I mean, we were talking about them, and even some of you were telling me, though, some of their children come to you to help them. Do you think over the years, the board, which has been set to do that, to take care of victims like that, has done enough?
Well, I don't think that they've done nothing, because looking at most of our guys, I'm a Kotoko fan, but I live in Nima. We live as a brother, unless when we go to the stadium, everybody goes to support his various club, and we can't look, being our friends that they've lost their lives, we can't look at their children suffering, or we leave them onto the street like that. As we told, some of them come to us normally for us to help them in terms of their school fees and also some personal things. That is the way we also support them. And the board, I think there's a fund that is set up to be taken care of.
You were at the commemoration, and I heard the board secretary saying that, look, we've done this for the people, most of them are in school, but you debunk what he said.
I debunk it totally. You can go around, check from the victim. Yesterday you were there, you heard some of the comments. They've absolutely done nothing to the children of the victims. They've absolutely done nothing. So I don't
agree with the board secretary. Moving on, I mean, next year we'll commemorate another, like the 14th edition. What do you think should be done? Because we've been doing this commemoration over time, but the victims are there. People affected are there. Nothing has been done. According to the board, they've done something. But you were saying, you stay with them. And you are saying, look, they come to us. They've not been, the school fees, the feeding, nothing has been done. What do you think should be done as a supporter?
Yeah, thank you very much. I think, first of all, both clubs, Accra House of Folk and Kotoko, they should make it a point to make sure that before a week or 3 days before the May 9, there should be a program to create awareness for the May 9 celebration. Number two, the ministry and the FA, they should also try and team up to make the thing a bit more beautiful, more commemorated. I mean, for those that have lost their love to feel that really we felt that we are feeling for them, or we really pray for them. And lastly, I just want to appeal to the management, those who are managing the fund, that they should be extra careful, or they should be extra careful when in terms of their comments and the way they say they doing things. Because today I met 2 of the bereaved families. One family is having 3 children. Can you imagine, Kweku, how much they gave her a year? 170 Ghana cedi. For what? For books or for what? In as much as they are fully aware that there will be an increment in petrol, meaning that all consumable items will be affected. Okay. So
you mean they are still maintaining the 170?
Yeah, I mean,
for them every month. And that's for school fees, I understand, because I spoke to a little Amina Asari who lost the father when she was 2 weeks old at that time. And it's so pathetic. But we'll be bringing you update in a subsequent bulletin on victims who have been affected. That's where we wrap up. But thanks so much, Ilyas Abubakari, Kotoko fan, who was there on that day. Osman Kasim Awal, Heart of Folk supporter, who was also there and witnessed what happened there. That's where we wrap up. We'll be back later.